Hi Gemini, welcome to your love reading for January 2018 and for the year 2018. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. So I've already shuffled the decks for you and you did have a jumping card. The jumping card that you had is this one. You had the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is telling me for the month of January, I feel like this is a word of caution. This could be, with a partner where you kind of feel there could be deception, or you feel like they're not being completely upfront with you. Out of the entire deck, to me this is a card like, there is something happening that you need to look at. There is something that you need to pay attention to. But I'm going to put it back in the deck. We'll see if it comes up for you again. And if it comes up again, then this is something that's obviously very significant for you. Okay, so let's start off with this deck. This is a love reading for the sign of Gemini for January 2018. You have the Ten of Pentacles, love reading for Gemini for January. The Page of Pentacles, the Devil, the Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Completely different energy there. The Three of Swords, love reading for Gemini for January 2018. The Fool, love reading for Gemini. The Three of Wands. What's the most important message that Gemini needs to hear for January 2018? Judgment. So this could be a new beginning. This also just came up for the sign of Aquarius, the last two signs that I'm doing. This can be a new beginning for a relationship that was really strained, or it can be a relationship that, you're getting back together with someone where the person either had broken up with you or they had been gone for a long time. This is a relationship coming back to life. Or it could be an existing relationship where things are looking really bad. Where there's actually going to be a new beginning, but we'll come back to that to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's go ahead and focus on the first three cards. So I am noticing here, just kind of jumping into things, that you had the Five of Swords jump for you and it didn't come up for you again, but I'm noticing that other cards that have a similar energy did come up for you, like the Devil and the Moon here in the second row. They have kind of, a similar energy to that. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. So I feel like, there's something going on here in a marriage. Let's just start there. The Ten of Pentacles, this is a card of marriage and children, and kind of a sense of stability. It can even be a marriage, where you've been together for a long time, or even a relationship where you feel like you're married because you've been together for a long time. There is something for you to look at here. This is why I was saying similar energies. The Page of Pentacles. This is about you kind of needing to see something. You need to open your eyes and you need to analyze. There's something that you need to see about your marriage, or there's something that you need to see in a relationship. You need to study yourself. You need to study your partner, because there's something that you need to learn. There's something that you've got to see. And then you have the Devil here. In Major Arcana, with the Major Arcana, this is significant energy that you have to deal with, even if you don't want to. With the Devil, it always means that there's something challenging going on. And this is all highly significant because the Five of Swords jumped for you. Again, going back to that energy, it jumped for you. And like I said, that card always says, it's always like a message that there's something going on that you need to address, you need to know. There can even be, if you already have suspicion that there's something going on with a partner that you don't like, or you feel like there could be another person in the picture. I've been having a lot of private readings where people are wondering, is my partner cheating? Not everyone is having that message, but having the Devil and then the Moon in the same reading, there can be deception, but not for everybody. The Devil is just telling me that there's something unhealthy happening in a relationship. This can also be a partner that's very possessive, very jealous, a partner that has unhealthy behavior patterns. Maybe they get angry very easily, become violent, or they have certain addictions. There's a lot of thinking that you have to do. There's something you've got to learn, everything about this partner, about your marriage, about your relationship. Now down here, you have the Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups. So, you know, I feel like here, I mean, you have the Nine of Cups. Let's look at this card first, because this is the good news. This means that you're on your way to, you know, one of your fondest wishes coming true. This is the Wish card, the Fairy Godmother card. This is just a lot of happiness. This is you being in a place where you're not just happy, you're like, you know, you're so happy that you're like, pinch me because I can't believe this is happening. But there is an energy here with the Moon telling you that there are some things that you don't know. This is a very persistent message for you. Very persistent. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but it's just showing up in different cards. The Moon is always about, you know, things, something is just an illusion. It can also be a card of deception or self-deception. It just means that you only know half the story. Again, tying in with the Page of Pentacles, telling you to look, to study, to learn. It could also, I'm also getting from all of this that some of you could be moving forward in a relationship. Maybe you're moving towards a marriage. Maybe you're moving towards having a family, moving in together. Again, you're getting what you want with the Nine of Cups. This is like your fondest wish coming true. But maybe there's something you don't know. It may not be something awful, but it could be maybe that your partner doesn't want to have children. It could be that, yes, they do want you to move in, but they don't ever want to get married. Hard to say in a general reading. There's just a message here from the Moon that there's either some deception going on, or there's just like, you don't know the full story. Seeing the Knight of Swords in the middle of all this, this is really impulsive energy. Like, this is a lot of movement happening very quickly, impulsively, spontaneously. I feel like, you know, seeing the Page of Pentacles up there, which is all about taking your time and studying things and gathering information. You don't want to rush into something because it seems like your dream come true. It could even be somebody coming into your life in the month of January where they just kind of seem to be like the answer to your prayers, or like everything you ever wanted, a knight in shining armor. They just seem like your dream come true. Try not to rush into things too quickly. Get to know them. Again, with the Devil being here, the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, all of this is telling you to know everything you need to know about the situation, whatever it is for you, whatever it is. Know everything you need to know before moving forward, whether it's towards marriage, a relationship with someone new, moving in together, having children. Know everything you need to know, because there could be more going on than you realize. Down here, you've got the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands with the Fool right in the middle. So the message continues. The Three of Swords, you know, this is a message of heartache, and it does represent, this is the breakup card, the divorce card, and it just represents sadness, your heart being pierced, you're hurt, you're very hurt when this card comes up. And it could be, you know, that some of you have gone through a breakup. This can be a different message. We'll see how this goes. This can be that, you know, you're watching this video because someone has broken up with you, and you're hoping for the best. You have the Three of Wands on the other side. The Three of Wands, she's looking towards the sky because she's waiting, she's trusting that there's going to be a new or a better opportunity coming up. This is telling you that your time for happiness, for a loving relationship, it's coming. But I feel like you're waiting, but I feel like some of you are hurting with the Three of Swords, either because someone has broken up with you or you've broken up with them, or because there's been a lot of fighting and misunderstanding. This does not have to be a breakup. This could just be that you feel like you're losing someone, or there's a lot of, again, a lot of fighting, a lot of going back and forth, a lot of hurtful words. There is a new beginning happening here. You have the Fool right in the middle of all this. This is telling you that, you know, things are going to change, but you're going to have to just trust. You're going to have to trust in what your intuition is telling you, what your heart is telling you. Again, hard to say what that is telling you, what your heart is telling you in the general reading. For some of you, it could just be telling you that just believe what they're telling you. They're telling you the truth. Or, you know, your heart might be telling you that they're not telling you the truth, that there's something going on here that you don't know. But I feel like you're being optimistic. You're looking towards the future. I also feel like for those of you where someone has broken up with you, and they're, you know, they're gone, and you're just kind of watching, hoping to meet somebody new, that is happening for you. But you have to stay focused on the future, hoping for the best. There is a very, you know, unexpected new beginning happening for you with the Fool. But again, you're going to have to trust your heart when it comes to meeting new people. You're just going to have to go with it with the Fool. There are no guarantees when the Fool comes up. You just have to just know that you know where you belong, and you're going to meet, you know who your partner is, you know who your soulmate is, and you will recognize them when that person comes into your life. Okay, so let's get some more cards from the same deck before we move on to the other one. What other messages are there for Gemini for January 2018? You have the Four of Wands. Other messages for Gemini for January. The Star. Messages for Gemini. The Knight of Wands. So I'll put him here. So let's take a look at these three cards. So you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, this is a card of marriage. So now you have marriage here and marriage here. This is a card of marriage, home, and stability. And then you get the Star. This card represents your hopes and wishes. Very much ties in with the Nine of Cups. This is the wish card, and this is a card of hopes and wishes. Your wish is coming true. That message is being repeated for you from two different decks. Actually, same deck, but different cards. Major Arcana, Minor Arcana. But there's a strong emphasis here of like you getting exactly what you want. It could be that you're finally getting that person that you want. They finally want a relationship with you. They finally want to be with you. Maybe there's a marriage proposal, or someone's moving in together, or you're finally, you're having that committed relationship. This represents just stability. You're getting what you want. I see that right here. You have the Knight of Wands. So now you have two knights here. And both of these are just like ready to go. Again, with the Knight of Swords, I was getting that take things slow because of the messages that you have. The Devil, the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Five of Swords jump for you. There's, still the strong energy here of like something happening that you're really excited about in January. Like you're finally getting exactly what you want. And like you're ready to move forward. I mean, those two knights, these are high energy knights of like not wanting to even stop to look at anything. You just like, yes, I'll marry you, or yes, I will move in with you, or yes, let's have a baby. And I feel like the message continues of just like be cautious, take your time, don't rush into anything. You're getting exactly what you want, so there's no need to rush. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the second deck for more confirmation. What other messages are there for the sign of Gemini for January 2018? Ten of Wands. Messages for Gemini. Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles. So I'll put it here. What's the most important message that Gemini needs to hear for January 2018? Look at that. Repeating card. The Devil. You have that message here. So there is something unhealthy, something you have to look at. Again, I won't repeat myself, but again, this is a double whammy message for you that something is off. Something may not be what it seems. There could be something that you have to look at. Again, Page of Pentacles, and then the Moon under here. There is something that is not good for you that is happening. So let's take a look at these three cards. So you have the Ten of Wands. With the Ten of Wands, usually this is the energy of being fed up, of somebody that has just kind of like reached their limit and they're about to snap or they're about to give up. This could have something to do with a fire sign. You have the Queen of Wands. So this would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This kind of seems like someone may be like ready to give up on this person, possibly because there's not enough stability or a lot of going back and forth. You have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is usually like scattered energy. There's no stability with the Two of Pentacles. There's too many balls up in the air. It could be that the person doesn't commit to you and you're finally ready, like you want to throw in the towel because of the Ten of Wands. This is the energy of like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And it could be that, a decision has to be made. Whether are you going to continue to wait? That could be why the Page of Pentacles is there, telling you to look at this very carefully. It could be that somebody had been postponing, a relationship with you. Maybe you need to figure out why. I mean, you do have, let me go back to the main energy from the first deck. It was Judgment. I mean, there's a second chance with someone here. A new beginning. Where you thought all was lost. So I feel like this is where it probably applies here. You were fed up, or someone was fed up with you. I'm not sure. This is a general reading. Someone could have been very fed up with the Ten of Wands and ready to give up on someone. Possibly because there was no stability, too much going back and forth. Maybe there was even someone else in the picture. So there's a need to like really look at this very carefully. I still feel like you're getting exactly what you want. It could be that things are not ending. I mean, you have, let me just move camera this way. You have the Nine of Cups and the Star. I mean, this is significant. You're getting exactly what you want in January. Exactly what you want, but there's a lot of weird energy around here. I feel like you have to be careful in grabbing this, because I feel like this and this is telling me that you're ready to grab this wish coming true. But there's a lot of messages telling me that you gotta look at this, because remember, the main energy from the other deck was again the Devil, that there's something unhealthy, and it could be that you're ready to give up on someone, and you need to kind of see like why, like, you know, what was really going on. It could be that you know, they finally come around and they're ready to, they're more than ready to give you what you want, but you got to figure out like what was going on when things were getting like really bad between us. What was going on? Yes, maybe now they want marriage or they want commitment. You do have marriage here too, but what was going on when there was all this back and forth energy, when there was no commitment? You need to know. I feel like your worst enemy this month can be like being really impulsive and just kind of saying yes right away without thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the love reading for the entire year. And we'll see what comes up for you. And in this reading, we're going to pull 9 cards. It's going to be from another deck. And it's going to be very similar to what we just did here. Okay, this is the love reading for the sign of Gemini for the year of 2018. You have Judgment. Love reading for Gemini for the year of 2018. Ten of Wands. So these are both repeating cards from January. Two of Wands. Nine of Swords. Two of Coins. Queen of Swords. Love reading for Gemini for the year of 2018. The Hangman. Page of Cups. Final card. Nine of Cups. So here it is again. You're getting exactly what you want. What's the most important message? Maybe it's this one that wants to jump for you here. The Ace of Swords. But let me pull another one for you. So there will be 2. What's the most important thing that Gemini needs to hear for the year of 2018? The Empress. It's your time to have it all with the Empress. It's your time to have marriage, to have love, to be happy. This is the card of having it all, but it could be that you need to know the truth. To me, the Ace of Swords is truth and clarity, which goes with everything that I said for the month of January. Funny that it was kind of sticking out for you here. The Ace of Swords. It could also be that you got to change the way that you're thinking. The Devil could have been negative thinking that you had for January. Okay, so let's take a look at what you have going on here. You have Judgment, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Wands. So again, Judgment, you had this in January. This is a new beginning. This is perhaps getting back together with someone from the past, wanting to get back with them. You also have the Two of Wands. Let me just jump over here. This is, you know, a delay. This is waiting. And it could be that in the year, you know, of 2018, like, you know, you're really like wanting someone to come back into your life. Let's just start there. You're really wanting someone to come back into your life. And it could be that you have to be patient. It could be that there's a lot going on. You have the Ten of Wands, which is really heavy, draining energy. I was just kind of feeling like I can't go on anymore. I can't go on anymore. You did have this card as well for January. So it is a strong energy around you of like new beginnings, of wanting a new beginning, where, you know, maybe there had been an ending. You want a new beginning, and like you're almost like ready to give up on that with the Ten of Wands. But you do have the Two of Wands telling you that there's just going to be a delay. So it could be that in 2018, like there is going to be someone coming back to you, or relationship finally working out where things just look really difficult right now. But you're going to have to be patient. But you might reach a point sometime this year where you feel like it's hopeless. That's the 10 of Wands. It's hopeless. It's never going to happen. And you might feel like giving up. But the 2 of Wands is telling you, don't give up, because this is just going to take time to work itself out. So the next row here, you have the 9 of Swords, the 2 of Coins, and the Queen of Swords. So it could be someone who is an air sign. It could be you, because you're an air sign. It could also be another air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like it's you, because I mean, you have the 2 of Coins telling me that there could be a choice that you have to make. You do have the 9 of Swords telling me that there's a lot of worry around you for 2018. There's a lot of anxiety. I mean, tying this with what we have in the top row, I feel like there could be a lot of anxiety about either like getting someone to return from the past or getting a relationship back on track that is really struggling. You might have to make a decision that is best for you, that is best for your state of mind, because with the 9 of Swords, you're agonizing. And it could, be with another air sign, or this could just, I feel like it's mostly your energy. I feel like you have a decision. But again, it could be that with the 2 of Coins here, you had this also for January, that there could be a lot of back and forth. Somebody keeps changing their mind, or somebody doesn't know what to do. They have to make a choice. There's wishy-washy energy around this for 2018. Perhaps this like instability in a relationship or with a person. This is creating a lot of anxiety for you. Again, it can be your energy or someone else who is an air sign. Now down here, you've got the Hangman, the Page of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. So this is, further adding to that message of the 2 of Wands that you have at the top. The Hangman is telling you that you might be feeling stuck in 2018. You might kind of feel like, I'm not moving forward. That's what's going on in the top row with the 10 of Wands. Let's see if I can get it in here. The 10 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. With the Hangman, this is a major arcana. It's something significant happening around you where you feel like, we're stuck and nothing is happening. This card is all about perspective, which brings me back to your main message here with the Ace of Swords. You've got to change. Something needs to change in the way that you're thinking. The Hangman is stuck because he needs to change the way that he's thinking. And it could be that there's, just a lot of anxiety around a specific person. Like you really don't want to lose them, or you just really want them back and you can't stop thinking about it. The Hangman is telling me that there is some stuck energy around you in 2018. But there's good news. There's also something really joyful happening with the 9 of Cups. Repeating energy from January. One of your fondest wishes is coming true. So I feel like you had been stuck. It kind of reads like a story starting here. You had been stuck. There could be some communication. This is a page. They all represent communication. This can be a love letter, some type of loving communication. Like, I still love you, I want you back. This can also be a significant relationship. And again, the 9 of Cups, something that, this is the wish card, something that you've really been wanting to see. Maybe you've been wanting to see this since 2017. I feel like this is just ties in perfectly with your reading for January. With, the 9 of Cups showing up, and Judgment, the 10 of Wands. It is a different deck, but I mean, like, you're having the same messages. It's like you're finally, I still see you getting exactly what you want with the 9 of Cups over there. And possibly some communication where there had been, someone either stuck or just stuck energy around a relationship. It's kind of bringing you up here. Possibly a lot of anxiety and a lot of fears, either around you or another air sign, where maybe there's a decision that has to be made, or a lot of anxiety because someone keeps going back and forth, or someone keeps changing their mind, or you just don't know where you stand with them, or you don't know what's happening in the relationship or in the marriage. Again, with Judgment, there's going to be a new beginning. Like, don't you worry. There's going to be a new beginning with this person or in your love life. You might start to feel a little hopeless with the 10 of Wands, but the 2 of Wands is telling you just hang in there. Again, the most important messages were the Empress telling you that you're getting everything that you want. And I feel like I've been saying that over and over in your reading, but you did have the Star and the 9 of Cups in January. Now you have the 9 of Cups in this reading, and then the Empress. She has everything. But you do have the Ace of Swords telling you that for some of you, you may need to kind of see the truth. Maybe what's happening in your love life, what's happening with your partner. You may need to have some clarity. You may need to change the way that you're thinking. But I definitely see you being extremely happy. It's like you're finally getting exactly what you want. If we just kind of like read the reading, how I pulled the cards, it's like you start off with difficult energy up there, and energy of being, you know, stuck, being fed up, anxiety, somebody going back and forth. But I mean, like, you end the reading with like you getting exactly what you want with the Nine of Cups. Your wish comes true. Also, either like this page is coming into your life, which can be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or you're finally getting that loving communication that you've been wanting from someone where you had been stuck and there was maybe no communication, or they were not able to make a decision, which ties in with the Two of Coins. Like, this person cannot decide. They go back and forth, they change their mind, very wishy-washy energy. But again, I mean, the Empress, she always gets everything that she wants. Marriage, children, love, even financial abundance. She has everything. So I feel like 2018, you will see exactly what you want to see. Okay, Gemini, this has been your love reading for January 2018 and for the year 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.